Hey game makers, this is a guy called Joe. Welcome to part 7 of our 10-part series where we are walking through the Infinite Jumper ebook. If you haven't gotten the ebook, please do. It's 100% free. You can get that ebook by going to blog.ourcade.co, entering your email address, and we will email you a link to where you can download the book. If you want to learn more about the book, we also have a landing page for it where I'll just go through what you can expect to find in the book, the concepts, as well as the things that you're going to learn from it. The book is in a PDF format. If you don't like that, we also have it available in an EPUB version for your Kindle. But if you don't have it already, please do download it. 100% free. It's great for beginners or even people who have built into but never built an Infinite Jumper itself. Get you from absolutely zero, having nothing, to a full-fledged Infinite Jumper game. Now then, diving right into it, a little bit of a recap. So far, we have done platforms, created players, run platforms. In the last part, we handled moving left and right. So we added keyboard control so you can control the player going left and going right. We updated the camera so that it wouldn't move left and right with the player. And then we also implemented a horizontal wrap so that as the player went to the other side of the screen or went to past one side of the screen, we would teleport the player to the other side and create this kind of infinite area that the player could play in. So in this section, we're going to be doing collecting carrots. You need something to collect in a game. It just makes it into a game, and then we can calculate scores. But the scores will be in the next section. We'll just focus on collecting carrots here. So diving right into it, like I said, every good game needs something to collect. Bunnies love carrots. It's absolutely true. This time we're going to create a separate class for a carrot and import it into the game scene. Okay, so we're going to create a separate one, unlike what we've been doing where we say player, platforms, and cursors. That's all just declared here. We're going to create a brand new one. So let's create a new folder called game. New folder. Game, and then within that we're going to call the file C carrot.js. So within there, similar to what we've done in the past, we're going to import phaser from .lib/phaser. Don't forget the .js at the end of that. If you watch the earlier videos, you'll realize we ran into that problem ourselves. So export default class carrot. Whoop. That's tricky autocomplete there. So that's not what we want. Default class carrot extends phaser.game objects. If I can type objects sprite. Sprite. Okay, and then this autocomplete created this weird nonsense here. Let's get rid of that, open up curly brackets, and we are good to go. So we also have a bunch of type declaration things in here. So we're going to do param phaser.scene. And then we're going to do another one. So should we just copy this number? This one is y. Then last one, param string, to set the texture. Okay, so gonna add a constructor. And it's going to include parameters for scene, X, Y, and texture. I'm going to give this a super scene, X, Y, texture. And then we're going to set the scale to 50%. Set scale to 50% because if you remember for the other assets, we also had them too large. So did the same thing to them. We just halved their size. So this looks good. Save that. So just like we did to import it phaser, we're also going to import caret into the game scene, I believe. Let me see here. Okay, no, we're just talking about how to import it later on. Okay. All right, so yeah, adding carets. So then, we're going to go back to game, and then we're going to do import caret from .game / caret. Don't forget the JS. That handles that portion, and then in the preload, we're going to add. Actually, let's not put it under cursors. Let's put it under the bunny. Keep them all together. This dot load dot image caret, and we're going to take the asset / caret.png. Not capitalized though. Right, and just like we did for the other ones within the create file, we're going to add the caret. So let's do that with the player. So const caret equals new caret, this, and then this is position, and then that is the name. And then this dot add existing caret. Okay, so let's decipher this. So if you remember caret, when we in the caret.js file said it's scene, x, y, texture. So the texture is caret in that text like we named for the preload. And then scene is this, x and y positions are those two values that we entered before, 240 and 320. So that's the center of the screen actually. So let's show caret in the middle of the game. We'll do nothing. Let's start the development server, Command L, Command O. So we should expect to see a caret in the middle. Yeah, okay, so there's a caret there, it does absolutely nothing. Okay, so what do I have to do? Just like we did for the other things, we have to add a collider. So let's scroll down here. Are we correct? Create a group of physics enable carets. Okay, so this is just like, it's not a static, not static, interesting. Okay, so I need to do the add a group just like we did before for everything else. Let's go up here. We'll add it under platforms. So do carets. And then in the create function, where are we here? So where to add this? Here we go. So caret, instead of doing that, we got to do this dot caret, and it's similar to how we did the other things to replace it. So we're not doing a this dot new anymore. Wait, are we? Yeah, we're going to remove it. We're going to replace it with much better code shortly. Okay, so we're getting rid of all of this. So this dot carets equals this dot physics dot add group, and then this set of code, and class type equals caret with a capital C. Okay, so that's caret. That's what we referenced in the import. So I'm going to set the class type to that, and then this dot carets dot get 240, 230 caret. Lastly, we created a test caret in the middle of the screen. Okay, so this is just testing. Okay. So let's refresh that. Make sure we all saw that. So now the carrot, okay. Carrot was there, and then it fell off the screen. So it has physics attached to it. Gravity is affecting it, which is expected. So let's see. Got a cleanup detour here. Very minor cleanup before continuing. It extends from phaser game object sprites, but since we're using it in physics group, we know it will really be phaser physics arcade sprite. So let's go back to carrot. And we also enable word wrap here. So it's going to be, instead of game objects sprite, is going to be physics arcade.sprite. So it should still work as expected. Yep, same thing as before. Great. Now then, the next, put the carrots on the platform. So we need to add the collider between carrots and platforms. They're going to get to know each other. So let's actually take this line of code, copy it down, and instead of this.platforms and this.player, we'll do this.player. Change that to this.carrots. Carrots, plural. Okay. Next, let's add a add carrot above sprite method. Put the carrot above the given sprite. Okay, so we're going to also do generic code like we did for the horizontal sprite, the horizontal wrap code. So all the way down, where horizontal wrap is also going to do something similar. To say at param phaser game objects dot sprite. Then this is sprite. Do add carrot above. Then we'll call the sprite as a parameter. Const y equals sprite.y minus sprite.display height. Okay, so what is that doing? That is setting the variable y to the sprite's y position minus the sprite's display height. So remember, negative means it's going up, positive means it's going down. So you're taking the sprite's y position, and then you're taking the display height of the sprite and and removing it from the sprite's position y. So then you're putting it above. That makes sense. Const carrot equals this.carrots.get, and then you're going to do sprite.x, y, and then carrots. And then this.existing carrots. Oh, this is kind of similar to what we did before. Okay. And then we need to update the size. Carrot body set size. Carrot.width, carrot.height. Okay. And then return carrot. Returning is always good. I don't think we actually have another one that returned anything yet, but that's okay. I don't think we needed to. So what is this doing? A more accurate form is to subtract half of the sprite display height and half of the carrot's display height from sprite y. So I think what we're saying here is that the way that we're doing it right now might not always work, and the more accurate way is to get half of each one and then subtract it so that we're getting half from each. That's okay. We don't have to bother with that right now. Because piece of code is 16, where we resize the physics body to the width and height of the carrot. All right, so let's see here. Okay, so then that carrot is pretty large. So if we commented this out, commenting out, by the way, you didn't know, is if you hold Command and then hit the backslash, it'll comment out the line. Okay, so that didn't actually change anything. Interesting. So let's put that back in and then refresh. Yeah, it doesn't actually do anything. Oh wait, what am I talking about? We didn't say add. We didn't even call it yet. All right. Where are we supposed to call it? We're supposed to call it somewhere? We haven't added it in the code yet. Okay, so lastly, we can call this method when we reuse a platform. Okay, so this is within the update for the platforms. So that's this piece of code right here. So we're going to add the code to this line. So add caret above this platform. Okay, so now we should see it. So if we get high enough, okay, good. There we go. So the carets are resized to that little box unlike the other ones. So we actually go back into the code. Let's see what the differences are. Let's comment this code out, save it. Let the development server refresh. Toe physics, just like Mario. All right, yeah, so you see the carets kind of fall through. That's probably because it's bigger than the platform. So let's put this back. Save it again, make sure it works. That's basically what programming is, right? Make changes, you test it, you make some more changes, you test it some more. You just kind of go back and forth. But yeah, this looks good so far. All right, so next step here. Collecting some carets. Okay, so if you remember doing the initial tutorial, the phaser tutorial where we created a guy and we collected stars, you haven't done that, you should totally do it. We have a whole 5-part series on that where we go through the tutorial, the Ourcade tutorial, and create your first phaser game in modern JS. You should totally do that if you haven't done it already. But it's very similar here, right? We're trying to collect carets. So what we did over in that situation was when there was an overlap, we'd make the that star disappear. So I assume it's going to be something similar to this. So here so we had the collider for the platforms and carets in the create, which is right over here. And now what we're going to do is this.physics add overlap. Yeah, let's say. Told you there isn't probably do overlaps. So physics.add.overlap. And then they mentioned that this is going to be cleaner code. So this.player and then this.carets. And as you see the reference documentation over here, you need to add a bunch of information. So this.handle collect caret, which is going to be a new function we have to add in. And then this one is undefined, which is the process callback. And then callback context is this. All right, so we have the object 1, object 2, which is player and carets. And then the collider, or the handle for it. The collide callback is the handle collect carets, and process callback is undefined, and then callback context is this. Okay, looks good. So now we have to add in the handle collect caret. So let's add that to jbottom. Oh, let's do the whole param thing too. So add param, and then we're doing phaser, not lowercase phaser, capital case, physics dot, what are we doing here? Arcade sprite. This is for player, param, caret is for Garrett. All right, handle collect caret. So 2 params, caret and player, and then this dot carets dot kill and hide. This is the method that already exists. I'm going to kill and hide the caret. This sounds kind of evil, but it's not. It's fine. It's a game. So this dot physics dot world dot disable body. If you remember this from the other tutorial, we also had to do this with the stars. All right, so that's that. So basically, with this code, I believe that once we run the game, whenever the character overlaps with the caret should just disappear. We disable the caret. So let's go up. Where are my carets? Did I miss something? Oh, wait, no. Wait a second. Where did my carets go? Let's refresh this. Yeah, I don't see any carets. Wonder if you guys are running into the same issue. Let's see here. What are we doing? So we added this whole collider thing. Overlap. So what if we remove this? What happens when we remove that code we just added? Our carets are there. Okay. So if we put this back, the carets disappear. Interesting. Wait a second. What was this line? Do we need this line? This that carets that cat. Okay, I think that was the problem. So hold on. So if we touch this caret, that disappears. Why is it that line? Huh. How strange. I have no clue why, but that's okay. It's working. Let's just move on with our lives. Story of every programmer's life, right? I have no clue why it's not working. It works, but I have no clue why. Fun times. Okay, so if you noticed, we jumped up the platforms, we collected a couple of the carets, and then there were no more carets. We want more carets. Give us more carets. To do that, probably do something similar to the platforms. So let's see, above carets, right? So we're going to creating a carets group and calling kill hide. We're basically halfway towards reusing carets. Phase groups will automatically recycle inactive members when get is called like we do in caret above. Okay, so that's this line over here. This line right here. Okay. So it doesn't automatically reactive or make them visible. So we have to do that in add caret above. So then we have to set them active and visible. So add some lines over here. Caret dot set active, not scale. Active is true. Caret dot set visible is true. Then before we return the caret, we want to re-enable the physics body, or the physics world dot enable caught it. Okay. All right. So let's see how this works. Okay, there's our caret. We collected the caret, collected that caret, collected this caret. There's still more carets. Yeah. All right. So carets for days. Okay. So then, that is basically it for collecting carets. So then, looks just like that. That's exactly, you know what to keep track of the carets. This is true. So, there's another problem. It leads you to solve it. Carets are not collected by the player will eventually scroll out the screen and continue falling forever as platforms get recycled. It's going to lead to a lot of orphan carets. Okay, we'll solve that another day. Orphan carets are the least of our problems. But that concludes this part 7 of our 10-part series. The next part will be keeping track of score. So we'll figure out how many points a caret should be. But as you collect the carets, you'll increase the score. So as you get higher and higher and higher and ascend up the platforms and continue to collect carets, you'll get a higher score. Just to recap on what we learned today. So we added the carets. Right, we made it so that you can collect the carets. We did the overlap for it. We handled the collection. We saw a brand new class for carets. A lot has been done, essentially, in this. So in the next one, we'll keep track of all the work that we did just now for caret collecting. If you run into any problems, feel free to tweet us at Ourcade HQ or leave a comment down below in the comment section. Always respond to those, and always don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications when the next parts come out. This is part 7. We have a few more parts left, and by the end of these parts, you will have created your first full-fledged infinite jumper game in Phaser 3 using modern JavaScript. All right, thanks a lot. I will see you in the next video.